There is a game that has come under fire for the dumbest reason possible.
Oh, what dumb reason is that, TTPM Gaming? Tell us.
Hey kids, do you want to play a video game? Oh my god, let's go down memory lane.
Stay low. He's mine.
Получили, что заслужили. Любой из
Ой, Susie.
птицам убил этих собак.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Man. Oh God. Oh man. Oh God. Oh man. Oh God. Oh man.
But of course, immigration, controversión. You gotta love it, no? Everybody is want to be a migrant now. Everybody want to come to UK. Am I illegal migrant? No, because I'm English, you silly fools. But can you imagine if I were? Maybe I might change my citizen status to illegal migrant under the Refugee Act of 1953 and get myself free living quarters or free handouts, free women that I can, well, do wicked things with, because apparently if that's one of the perks of being a migrant when you come over to the UK, then it's right here for you folks.
You said you just wanted money. You said this was just business. Is this business?
Because all I want to do, like Sheryl Crow, is to spend my hard-earned cash from government-raised funds for a video game simulator that teaches you, illegal immigrant, if you're watching this video, how you can escape the clutches of your evil people smugglers and find a way with your 5 other pixelated friends to dodge border patrols, finally crawl your way to the cement and the sand to get to America. America! Do you remember E3? Oh my god, I miss E3 so much, and Gamescom is now taken over by the CEO. He wants every single video game to be politically motivated. I shit you not. What the fuck is going on with video games now? Why are people like activists going in there and destroying our favorite hobby? But without further ado, folks, if you ended up enjoying this silly video today, you might want to consider liking it right here. And without further ado, it's our Freaky Friday, and yours truly is freaking out because you watched Darren Aronofsky's Caught Stealing, which I will be giving a review for you tomorrow, you imbeciles. Then stay tuned for more in this video now.
Oh God. Oh man. Oh God.
Watch this space.
The next half hour.
She brings you.
Now, courtesy of that part place who always do very good journalistic pieces, take us north, illegal immigration game dev, Anima Interactive scrubs internet presence after explosive backlash. Ooh, what can that be, I wonder? So Anima Interactive, the studio behind Take Us North, one of the most controversial games of the year, has erased itself from the internet. But the internet, folks, is always forever. Just days after growing scrutiny connected it to Microsoft. Well, that's a big fucking surprise, right? Microsoft, the company that I used to worship and laud, and yes, whose keyboard I use and operating system I still have on my PC, but whatever. Yeah, they support all this shit, don't they? And yet they go into hiding when people call them out for it, or call Phil Spencer a cuck because he likes to get cucked by women who have far less talent than he does. But back to the article here, folks. The project was pitched as a socially conscious, as opposed to unconscious, experience, an empathy-driven title where players take on the role of a guia, or a guide, escorting groups of migrants. Hang on a second. A guide, don't you mean a people smuggler? That's how I see it. Of migrants as they cross deserts, fences, and border patrols on their way into the USA. This is a video game. Yeah, I thought I was waking up in cuckoo la la land, but it seems that I'm not. On paper, the devs described it as a way to shed light on immigrant struggles. Now, listen, I've got to stop right here because this is kind of getting to be a bit retarded now. Now, look, developers, you're obviously living your own bubble right now because either A, you're the same kind of morons that want people to migrate from Mexico and come over to the USA illegally. But when there's no place for them to stay, because apparently England is such a soft spot for that kind of shit right now, given that the Home Office has actually won an appeal against that Bell End Hotel to house these migrants who came over, one of them who allegedly assaulted a young girl. And apparently, yeah, that's a good point, right? Protect the migrant, but speak to the girl's parents and ask them why they weren't keeping a leash on her when nothing was her fault whatsoever. I hate the hypocrisy. I hate the double standard. No wonder this government is falling apart. They might put on their bright smiley faces that everything's a-okay, but underneath it all, we know there's a ton of shit all over the floor. And it serves them right, actually. I hope more protests happen this weekend. It's great because, again, if you've got no business being in the UK, then take a dinghy back to where you came from, because France, obviously, is a very war-torn country, isn't it? Even though it's regarded as one of the safest places around at the moment. So again, Gothic Therapy, who I do like, he and his missus, Writing Raven, have done some investigations into this, and have actually connected it to the United Nations of all people. That's where Amina gets their funding from, I think, if I'm right in saying that. But yes, it's not a grassroots indie project, unlike Darren Aronofsky, that great filmmaker I admire so much, but rather the product of a carefully constructed pipeline of institutional support. So Wings Interactive, the shadowy funding group, once again emerged in the picture. Wings co-founder Audrey LePrince publicly promoted Take Us North, endorsing it and helping pipeline it into the indie festive circuit. While Wings may not have directly bankrolled the title, its blessing carried institutional weight. Sweet Baby Inc., those idiots. Gothic Therapy reminded viewers of the connection of Wings and Sweet Baby because Kim Belair, the founder of Sweet Baby, is a board member of Wings, and I believe they're in Sweden, so again, that kind of makes a bit of sense. Clever Endeavor Games, another studio, reportedly invested in Take Us North, while also financing Wings' 2025 Elevate program, which funnels money towards activist-driven projects. Oh my god, and Xbox, what have they got to do with this? They gave Anima Interactive corporate legitimacy, pushing Take Us North into the mainstream. My god. And the United Nations, wow, these bullet points, Marvin. Perhaps the most shocking revelation, Gothic Therapy reported that Take Us North was showcased at the UN under the codename The American Dream, which is just so laughably funny. Just 9 months ago, a game simulating illegal border crossings had not only corporate but also global institutional support. And I suppose by this stage, people like Microsoft and Wings Interactive should be institutionalized themselves, right? And it's your favorite cringe presenter and mine, TTBN Gaming. Let's see what this fool has to say.
And like any...
But by the way, do you like the fact that his green screen is so bad that it chops off the top of his head? Honestly, this guy has zero technological finesse about how to present yourself in front of the camera. So look at the title of his video. Asmongold and his ilk are hypocritical losers. Take Us North. I mean, this guy kisses the ass of Alyssa McCante. He does. Probably even her new best pal, Alana Pierce, because those two have joined forces or farces.
Art form. They are allowed to express a multitude of topics, ranging from, you know, the imaginations of people who want to imagine what the world will look like if we were all cats, or if we lived in a far-off future where sentient creatures would come and attack us every so often because our technology is developed way too much.
I'm not sure if I want to play a game where I see myself as a cat. I mean, I could play as a cat, but I wouldn't want to see myself being a cat. He's right about one thing. You can make the type of video games you want to, but if it's all about propaganda, then why should you still be allowed to get away with it, bro? That doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
There is a game that has come under fire for the dumbest reasons possible.
Oh, what dumb reason is that, TPM Gaming? Tell us.
And it's called Take Us North. It is a game that's touching on the topic of illegal immigration.
Yeah, so why, bro, do I want to play a video game based on immigration? Just come to London, dude. Come to London and come to the UK, actually, as opposed to coming in it, and then see what's around you. Would you take one of these migrants in to be one of your household guests? Of course you wouldn't, because you like to sit there and talk shit non-stop.
Look at me. Sure. Look at me. Sure. I'm the captain now.
You can eat my pudding.
If you want a shot at making it, you have to think about this like it's an adventure.
The art style's really weird.
Crossing the Sonoran Desert. She's unforgiving. She may trick you with her beauty, but amongst these sands,
Oh, the crow's
she's
eye.
the biggest beast of them all. You will find La Migra swirling above you, cutting through the sky with her blades.
Border Patrol
Avoid
alert.
detection at all costs. We've all given up so much already, but the sacrifices will not stop here.
Epa, ándale, ándale. Oh no, bad Border Patrol man in helicopter, he's gonna shoot us.
How far our hearts will go for a chance at una vida mejor.
Yeah, you know, when I see a campfire, I think about this particular scene. The project successfully funded on July the 13th, but you can still have a late pledge. And look, the original goal was 22 grand. They've more or less doubled that. But honestly, what for? Who's actually paying for this? Again, I mean, 619 backers, and you've got that amount of money. Possibly, but I would raise my finger of suspicion regarding those maths because it don't sound right, does it? But yeah, Anima Interactive, you're a bunch of idiots. I think the whole gaming sphere where people bring out a game like this to encourage us and to tell us that immigration is a good thing. Well, if you're a working migrant, of course, it's a good thing. It's like if I wanted to pack up my bags and go to Japan or Australia and work there, and I've got every intention of not fleecing off the system, then of course they'll let me in. But then again, if you're an illegal that likes to sail on a small dinghy with your family, risking their lives and yours across the perilous seas of Great Britain to finally make it here, and yeah, we're going to give you a free phone, a free iPad, free national health care, yeah, all that good stuff, and we're paying for it. You'd have to pay for jack shit. And don't you think, ladies and gentlemen, that it's rather hypocritical that a United Nations-backed video game, one of those buffoons ever sat down in front of a video game and played one is beyond me, but that's another story for another time, are back in this immigration simulator, because no doubt that this game will actually teach you how to traverse certain areas to get to that final goal of America and its big titties. But of course, when you look at the action shoot 'em ups that I like Call of Duty, well, the old series, definitely not Black Ops 7 with its ridiculous women looking like men, and other things like GTA, which of course are problematic, aren't they? Because they encourage or implied to incite violence and very raggedy behavior. But who are you going to believe? Me or you or your local politician down the road who likes to shag women and men on his spare time? But on that one, folks, if you were me and if I were you, ooh, you should definitely return for the next video.
So this is for everyone else. Natural born citizens commit more crimes than immigrants, whether they're legal or illegal.
Don't let your dreams be dreams. Dream of me. I'll make your dreams come true. Everything's possible with me.